Take a trip with Tony Pena. A fast trip with Tony Pena, and you learn the rules of Dominican driving.
Horn and brake.
Take a trip with Tony Pena, and you'll learn a whole lot more.
Ustedes dejen que la bola lo juegue a ustedes. Entrenle. I just tell them to play the ball. Don't let that ball play them.
At age 18, Pena signed with the Pirates on this very field. Nearly 3 decades later, he's still the center of attention. He gave his first paycheck to his parents, who were raising the entire family in this house.
Every time I came back here, just tears come out of my eyes, just to think about how we grew up.
Mom was a teacher, Dad a farmer.
This right here, this is where we used to play catch.
How hard did your parents work just to give you what you had?
There's no money. I do not think that nobody will make a lot of money to pay what your dad or your mom do for you.
Like his dad, Tony worked in the rice fields, which is where he says he gained his hand-eye coordination.
Whenever you sign to become a baseball player, it's easy for you to go out and run and work hard. Because if you grow up doing the type of work that I grew up doing, everything should be gravy and nothing will be hard.
Like his mom, he valued education. School was 14 miles away. He never had a car.
I had to go around 22 kilometers. 22 kilometers every day asking for a ride.
He had one change of clothes and drank sugar water whenever the family couldn't find anything to eat.
There's no question in my mind that all those kids were thinking about the same way I thought 29 years ago.
Whenever he could, Tony played baseball. He caught all of his life. He first wore catcher's gear when he was 16.
What we used to do, we get to the inside of the tire and they get a rubber tube and we slice it down with a knife or the Gillette. And then we would make a ball round, and when we made the ball, then we put some tape around. We didn't have no bats. We used to climb on top of the tree, get a machete, and cut a piece of wood and then make a bat out of it.
Tony played baseball at this location. It wasn't an actual field until Tony made it one, complete with a maintenance staff.
There's a horse on it.
Yeah, the horse is to, we do not have a machine to cut the grass, and they just use the horse to eat the grass.
And his giving only begins there. In a country ravaged by polluted water, the Pena family operates Peñan Tial, the second largest bottled water distributorship on the island.
That was not too much about money. It was something that I feel that was similar to me and something that I can stay in touch with all my fans.
Pena owns 5 farms and doesn't make a penny off any of them. He keeps them to employ people.
Sometimes I just go inside and get the machete. Sometimes I go inside and get a shovel and work with them. You know, and they tell me, you don't have to do it. No, I just don't want to change. I just want to be me.
And it's as much this as it is his playing career.
Oh man, Tony Pena!
That's lifted Pena to superstar status in the Dominican.
If you mention his name, you can get a lot of things or get out of a lot of things, I guess you could say. He, everywhere he goes, I mean, he's a legend down here.
You know, when I first saw him, he was a player coach down here when I was scouting the league, and at that time he was a baseball hero. And since I've come back with him as a manager, he's a little different than that. I think he's part of the Dominican culture.
And it obviously opens a lot of doors for us to have Tony Pena as our manager here because of what he's done and what he means to his country.
It was over 20 years ago when it was typified just how much this town means to Tony and how much Tony means to this country when the acting president asked him, "What can I do for you?" Tony said, "Well, you can't do anything for me, but if you want, you can pave the road that goes from the highway to my hometown of Palo Verde. He did, it happened, it's here, and you can bet that Tony Pena wears it out every chance he gets.
What you see is what you get, and that's me. And that's the way I am. And I will be around then the same way I was before. I sat down with all my friends, and whenever I sat down with them, and it's not like they feel that there's any distance between them and me.
It's the ironic quality possessed by all Dominican players, giving back to the country that gave them so little.
He said that he knew me since I was a little boy. I guess this is something that we do just because we feel obligated, because those people share with us something when we was down.
And in Tony's case, the only thing better than giving back is going back.
You never will forget where you come from.